Hello my unique queens, Quiana Unique here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be turning this maxi dress into a two-piece workout outfit. But first, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so right now so that way you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And don't forget to hit the notification bell right next to it. Of course, that's how you're going to not miss out on my videos. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started transforming this maxi dress. So first, what I'm going to do, as you can see, is too big for me in a bunch of different places. And since we're going to create a two-piece, I first need to get my top right. So I turned it inside out, and I'm simply taking the straight pins and finding where I need to make adjustments. So I am going to take the shoulder pieces up some so that way it'll fit me better there. And then I also going to take it in some. Now this is going to be my top, but I wanted to make sure that I went ahead and measured different areas so that way it'll be easy for me and us later in this video. So as you can see, I'm putting a pin here on the side, and I'm going to do so to the other side as well. Once I am comfortable with how that fits and feels, I am now going to figure out where I want my top to stop, and I'm going to place a pin there as well. And that's going to give me a mark to know where to cut. Now that I have it off, I am simply going to cut by eyeballing this straight across. You do not have to do this, you guys. If you are not good at cutting straight lines, I suggest that you use a ruler, some type of measuring tool, some type of tool to keep your line straight. But as you can see, I cut halfway and then I folded my top half over, and I'm simply just copying that so that way they will look the same on both sides. After that, I took out my bottom piece and I cut it open so I could see all of the fabric. Now, this is where I want you to take note, because I decided that I wanted a seam line in the front and the back of the long pair of pants. So I kind of put my pattern, which is some jeggings, right in the middle of my fabric. I suggest that you don't do that unless you're trying to get those seam lines, because you are going to end up with less fabric to work with later. So you want to make sure that you cut out a front and a back for that pants leg. And then what I'm doing is the other fabric for my short side, I have it underneath my pants, and I'm simply stopping halfway. And I made these shorts intentionally a little longer than I wanted to, because I know that you can always cut off fabric, but you cannot add fabric. So once I have a front and a back piece for my shorts, as well as a front and a back piece for my pants, it is now time to connect the pants side to the short side. And so you want to make sure that you take your two front pieces and your two back pieces, and we're going to pin right along that center seam, and then we're going to sew that center seam, and we're going to use a zigzag stitch. And you want to make sure that you do this for the front as well as the back. Once you have sewn your front and your back pants with your shorts, it is now time to connect and put these pieces together. So as you can see, I laid my fabrics where they are right side in, and I have my shorts on the short side, my pants on the pants side. I hope this is all making sense. And I am just going to pin along the inner side of the pants and shorts, as well as the outside, and we're going to completely sew these all together. And then you're going to also sew your top hem. Now, once you are done with your bottom, it is time for your top. As you can see, I'm making pin marks, and I am going to, before I cut this, I am going to sew a straight line. And this is just to make sure that I like the fit on the left and the right side. Once I am happy with it, I'm going to add a zigzag stitch, and I am going to cut that excess fabric off, as well as sew the top the same way. Once you are done doing that, you're going to fold in your edges on your bottom, and you are going to sew that as well. Now you could put elastic in it and it would fit snug. And this is what the final pieces look like. I made sure that I did not make them too tight. I wanted them loose and comfortable so I can get my workout on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, you guys, be unique. See you next week.